Revolution 2024 will experience a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity of Sting's final matchup of his wrestling career. I'm going to explore and tell you why AEW is killing the business with this match and all of its possible outcomes and what should happen on March 3rd. This is Bryan, the Hype Ballard, and we're going to get into Are They Killing the Business? Revolution 2024. The new look. Matt and Nick Jackson seem to have a lot of growing up in their time off from AEW action. Through the power of storytelling, their characters have evolved into Matthew and Nicholas Jackson. Shedding their previous look of party poppin' peacock syndrome, the Bucks made their way, returning wearing a new, more professional business attire with a punk hip twist. The shades of black and white are subtle, the clue and possible insight to a longer story in the future that is to come. With their return also came a random challenge that seemed to come out of nowhere. Sting has been enjoying a very much long run, much deserved perfect streak since joining the AEW roster. Also in this Young Bucks rival, there's never been any interaction with Sting. And why are they the final opponents here? There's a deeper story to tell. Undefeated since his arrival, again in 2020 of December. Winter is coming. He made his debut. He currently holds a 27-0 perfect record over that tenure. Over 4 years later, Sting will now look to finish up his farewell tour at Revolution 2024, but he won't be doing it alone. We have to look at the story that's unfolding, and when I give you the flair factor, who better to bring a bit of nostalgia to the storyline than Sting's greatest rival of all time, the Nature Boy Ric Flair? Who could forget the days of Sting's rivalry with the Four Horsemen early in their careers? But also at Halloween Havoc 1995, Flair spent weeks convincing Sting that his history with the Horsemen was long gone, and Sting worked a 1-on-2 handicap match against Arn Anderson and Brian Pillman before Flair came to the rescue with a huge pop from the crowd. And then it was Flair's greatest betrayal of Sting at that moment, turning on him and reuniting a new version of the Four Horsemen. On a recent episode of AEW Dynamite, Flair expressed some anger over not being involved in Sting's last match, and what caught every fan's eye was that Flair then made his way over to the Young Bucks locker room to a seemingly warm welcome. Are we really to believe that Ric Flair is truly one of Sting's longtime friends many, many years later? Time will tell. Then we got the Tag Team Championship situation. A more likely partnership for Sting would be Sting's longtime apprentice and a current tag team partner, Darby Allin, capturing the tag team gold from Big Bill and Ricky Starks on a recent episode of AEW Dynamite adds more value to Sting and Darby's match against the Young Bucks at Revolution. But the celebration was cut short when the Young Bucks appeared and quickly proceeded to beat down Darby Allin with an EVP, and they swiftly moved towards Sting with another major bloody beatdown. This then sets up the final matchup and retirement at AEW Revolution 2024 on March 3rd. It will be the final official, and I use that term loosely, official match of Sting as he attempts to defend his tag team championship in a tornado tag team match, meaning there will be no disqualification no matter what will happen or who decides to get involved. Sting will not only wonder if he gets to end his career on a high note, but also will find out who his friends truly are in this final showdown. Let's get into some predictions in future. On March 3rd, it will come down to one man that will decide the outcome of Sting's farewell, and that man is none other than Darby Allin. It was Darby who gained the most from Sting's time in AEW. He found a mentor and a father figure that was missing from his life, and it's helped elevate his career to new heights, and that he might have not ever seen before if it wasn't for Sting. Darby is also one of the original pillars of AEW, and his career will look to evolve even further after Sting's departure once he's long gone from the company. In order for Darby to evolve his career, he will need to ultimately betray Sting on March 3rd during his farewell match, causing him his only loss in an AEW ring. With the Young Bucks at his side, there will be a new stable formed in AEW, in a swerve that we did not see coming since the days of Hulk Hogan in 1996 with the formation of the NWO. Ric Flair, the longtime enemy of Sting, will be revealed to be the only man in this feud that Sting could have actually trusted, and he will attempt to help his longtime colleague, but the result will be a bloody beatdown of the two former WCW icons as AEW Revolution goes off the air to a boo of fans. The signs were there all along. The Young Bucks' new look, half black, half white, the suits to reflect the same colors of the face paint that Darby Allin wears in his attires. The red herring in all of this was Ric Flair, the longtime greatest rival. Sting will be retired on March 3rd, 2024, and the calls from the fans will occur for one more match in which Tony Khan will offer Sting a non-sanctioned street fight, one-on-one at AEW Double or Nothing versus Darby Allin. Let's get into some final thoughts of this situation. First, I'd like to tell you guys to all like, share, subscribe. Hit the like button, greatly helps me out a lot. Our final thoughts here. Are they killing the business? AEW will not only look to end Sting's career with a celebration, but kill the business of its WCW shadow at the same time. It's been many years now. WCW comparisons are always given to AEW, and I expect this being the starting point and ending point of two beat down WCW icons in Flair and Sting. Bloodied, battered will be the end of those WCW comparisons. I expect the evening to be celebrated with Sting's greatest moments, perhaps some videos or clips. And while some of those items may be trademarked or copyrighted by the WWE, AEW could still bring in talent from Sting's past to record a farewell appreciation interview that'll play throughout the evening of the pay-per-view. Guys, those are my final thoughts. And are they killing the business? We're going to find out on March 3rd. But until then, like, share, subscribe, and remember, it's not goodbye, it's game over.